All right, let's talk about a place. We're going to go to a single district in Shenzhen, China, that is, and I'm not kidding, the physical heart of the entire global hardware supply chain. This isn't just some big electronics store. It's this sprawling, chaotic, incredible ecosystem that basically dictates the future of the devices we use every single day. So yeah, forget everything you know about shopping for electronics. This is Huaqiangbei.
And, that's not just hyperbole, it's the literal truth. What happens in this one neighborhood, this one district in Shenzhen, it creates ripples that affect the phones in our pockets, the drones up in the sky, really the very future of how we build technology.
And get this, on any given day, 500,000 people pour through these halls. We're talking engineers, entrepreneurs, global buyers, curious tourists, everybody. It is more than just busy, it's a city within a city, all of it dedicated to one thing: electronics.
So here's the game plan for this explainer. First, we're going to unpack what makes this place so ridiculously unique. Then, we'll hit rewind and see its surprising origins. After that, we'll take a virtual tour inside its crazy maze-like markets, explore its global impact, and finally, we'll boil it all down to the key takeaways you really need to know. Okay, so to really get what Huaqiangbei is all about, we first have to understand its unique position on the world stage. Because trust me, this is way more than just a place to buy stuff. It's a true epicenter.
So what's in a name? Well, Huaqiangbei literally just means Huaqiang North Road. But the Huaqiang part, that translates to powerful China. And that name actually comes from a state-owned factory that kicked this whole thing off way back in 1979. A name it has absolutely lived up to.
Now you might be thinking, hey, isn't this just like Tokyo's famous Akihabara? Well, not quite. See, Akihabara is amazing, but it's really geared towards consumers, tourists, and pop culture. Huaqiangbei, this is where the industry itself goes to shop. It's a B2B powerhouse, a place for serious global sourcing, not just for sightseeing. And that actually leads us to the perfect way to think about this place. If California's Silicon Valley is the undisputed king of software, of code, and apps, then Huaqiangbei is its direct counterpart for everything you can touch and hold. The circuits, the chips, the casings. It really, truly is the Silicon Valley of hardware. Okay, so how on earth did this place become, well, this? To really understand what Huaqiangbei is today, you have to look at its incredible, super fast-paced history. This place didn't just pop up overnight, it evolved through these totally distinct, game-changing eras. I mean, the journey here is just wild. It starts as a single government factory, then, by 1988, the SEG electronics market opens, and the floodgates to trade just swing wide open. The 2000s, they were completely defined by the controversial but absolutely crucial Shenzhen era. And today, it's reinventing itself yet again, making this huge shift from imitation to genuine innovation in fields like AI and robotics. Now, we can't tell this story without talking about a really important concept, Shenzhen. The word literally means mountain camp, and it kind of implies something outside the official system, like an outlaw hideout. And yeah, it started as a term for knockoffs, but it evolved to mean this whole culture of taking existing tech, tweaking it, adding new features, and launching it at lightning speed. It was this fascinating mix of copycatting and really clever demand-driven innovation. There's this national slogan in China that just perfectly captures the journey of both the country and Huaqiangbei itself. The district's big pivot away from that Shenzhen reputation towards creating original hardware, it's a small-scale version of a much bigger economic transformation. It's this very deliberate move to be seen not just as the world's factory, but as its R&D lab, too. All right, now for the fun part. Let's actually step inside. I want you to imagine stepping into this multi-story labyrinth where every single floor, every hallway, every tiny little stall is dedicated to a different piece of the tech puzzle. It is completely overwhelming, but believe it or not, there's a method to the madness. You have to understand, the basic unit of life here is what's called the 1-meter counter. Space is so valuable that businesses operate from these tiny, hyper-focused stalls. One counter might sell only one specific type of USB connector. The one right next to it? Just resistors. It is specialization taken to an insane extreme. And this whole labyrinth, it's actually organized into these massive, specialized buildings. Each one has its own personality. So you'd head to Seg Plaza if you're an engineer who needs raw components. You'd go to Huaqiang Electronics World for the latest gadgets and computer parts. Need a phone? Any kind of phone you can imagine? Yuwang is the spot. And yeah, for security gear, there's a whole building just for that. I mean, seriously, the variety is just nuts. You can find everything from the absolute tiniest microchip to a gigantic LED wall. You can buy a ready-made AI translator off the shelf, or you can buy all the individual parts to build your very own drone from scratch. And here's the funny part. On the upper floors of some of these tech temples, you'll suddenly find yourself in a bustling market for like fashion and cosmetics. It's wild. Okay, so if you were actually brave enough to go, how would you even survive? First, you have to have a plan. Just wandering around is a recipe for getting totally lost. Second, you have to bargain. It is absolutely part of the culture. Third, and this is so important, test everything right there on the spot. Quality can range from premium to, well, a paperweight. And finally, a pro tip, go early on a weekday to beat the insane crowds. Okay, so we've established it's huge, it's chaotic, and you can buy literally anything. But why does it really matter on a global scale? This is where Huaqiangbei goes from just a marketplace to a powerful, world-changing engine for innovation. So what's the magic recipe here? Why is it a paradise for inventors? Well, it's this perfect storm of factors. You've got unparalleled access to any component you can dream of, and crucially, you have low minimum order quantities, MOQs, which means you can buy just one of something to test an idea. That's impossible with big factories. Then you add in this whole ecosystem of designers and assembly services, and you have a true one-stop shop for bringing a physical product to life. And when you put all that together, you get this thing that the world now calls Shenzhen speed. It's the almost unbelievable ability to go from a sketch on a napkin to a working prototype in your hand in a matter of days, not months. And that speed is only possible because every single thing you could ever need is all packed into this one dense, hyperactive district. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground, from its wild history to how it all works today. So let's distill this down to the most important things you need to remember about this incredible place. All right, number one, it's a complete hardware ecosystem, not just a market. Number two, it is constantly evolved, from government factory to a Shenzhen hub, and now to a legit innovation engine. Three, it's a physical maze with its own rules, and the big ones are bargain hard and test everything. And finally, number four, its incredible speed and access to parts is what literally accelerates hardware development for the entire planet. And that really leaves us with this one big, fascinating question. In an age where we can order anything we want online from anywhere in the world, what's the future for a place like this? Does having everything physically crammed into one spot still provide an advantage that digital marketplaces just can't replicate? That, right there, is something the entire tech world is watching very, very closely.